Guys, welcome back to 365 Days of SEO. This is Christian Bullock. Today we're talking about a how-to SEO topic, and that is how to handle different content for different geos. So that means basically you have a website, you might have a global presence, so you might have an office in the United States, an office in the UK, and an office in Russia. So how do you handle this from a website perspective to best get the most effective on-page and off-page SEO for your website? So I have three specific tips here. First, when it comes to having different content in terms of geos on your website, a lot of different websites actually create different websites using the TLD for the actual other countries. So for the UK it'd be .co.uk, for Russia it'd be .ru, and getting domains from over there, which means then you have to pay for hosting over there as well. And then there's a whole bunch of other things when it comes to getting a URL or a domain in the country code. Sometimes you need to have an office presence there. Other times it costs a little bit more than a .com. My recommendation is you have all of your geo content on your main domain. Your whatever your brand is, .com or .biz, hopefully not .biz, .net, whatever it is. And you have this at the subfolder level, meaning you have domain.com/UK/Russia/whatever. Infinitely better than having at a subdomain level like uk.domain.com or russia.domain.com, because search engines see these subdomains as different websites. So really, if you think about it, all your web pages are in it together. And what I mean by that is any links that any of your web pages get on a subfolder level kind of help out the main domain overall, and help out almost every single other page on that main domain. With subdomains, this is not the case at all. Search engines treat these as different websites altogether. So really you need to have different, 3 or however many different strategies for getting links to every one domain, or subdomain rather, instead of just going after that one domain. So that's why I really recommend having different geo content at a subfolder level. The second thing is, once you do that and you have subfolders like domain.com/UK, Russia, Japan, etc., you need to get into Google Webmaster Tools, Bing Webmaster Tools, and tell search engines, hey, I've got localized content. I've got content for different geos other than the United States at these different subfolder levels, and tell them that. Really easy to do. I've done this for clients' websites, and it makes a world of difference, because if you're a search engine and you see a domain, you're going to kind of assume that it's just kind of content for everybody. But when you go into these different webmaster tools for Google and Bing, and you're able to configure and say, hey Google, hey Bing, I have this section of my website, domain.com/UK, that's specifically for a UK audience, and I prefer you to show these pages to UK people searching than other people. And it makes a world of difference in terms of actually showing the correct pages for these folks. The third thing that I recommend is offering localized content. So, I don't want to say that was a negative experience. I would say it's a learned experience. But with clients, and they want to maybe run some pay-per-click ads in other countries that aren't native English-speaking countries, or maybe even like Australia that speak English, but they have different words, and they spell different words different ways, right? It's very important that you offer a localized content piece for your different geos. You don't try to shoehorn in, an English-speaking perspective and just laying out multiple times on your different geos. Treat these other geos special. Treat them like they are your other .comers, right? They are as important as people visiting your homepage, because they're visiting the homepage essentially for their country. So it also helps from a targeting perspective, like I said, with Google and Bing Webmaster Tools, in that when you ping those two different services and say, hey, I've got this localized content for UK folks Japanese folks, Russian folks, etc. They're also looking to sniff out and see, okay, so this webmaster told me that this is for a UK audience, or let's just say a Japanese audience. Is this content in Japanese? And if it is, great. You tick the 2 boxes. You're going to start seeing some really good search engine results coming in from Japanese users to your Japanese version of the website because you have that localized content. So those are my 3 tips when you're having different geo content on your website. Again, keep it on your own domain, subfolder level. Get Google and Bing Webmaster Tools in place and start telling them, hey, I've got this localized content on these certain sections of your website. And then offer that localized content and treat those other country users like they are your .com homepage, North America, United States, whatever users as well. Again, my name is Christian Bullock, 365daysofseo.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow.